everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Well guys, I hope you're all enjoying the sun. I'm very hot. I don't really like it too hot, but you can't complain. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a 14-inch grapevine wreath, but in the colours of blues and yellows. I've had a request if I could do it, a wreath in the blue and yellow. The customer, or the lady, should I say, stated that she wanted a crescent shaped one doing with a bow, just a plain bow, no fancy bits. So that's what we're going to do. So I've already placed on my hook for the grapevine wreath again, which is a 14-inch one. I've done a bow in advance, no fancy bow like the lady suggested. So I've just done a royal blue taffeta, a crumpled taffeta ribbon, and then a yellow webbing ribbon. And I've done 6-inch on the back loops. Then I've done, thank you. Then I've done with the yellow webbing 5.5. Then back to the blue I did 5, and then the centre yellow one I did 4.5. And I've got 4 tail ends at the bottom and also at the top. So that's just the plain thin ribbon, nothing fancy. So for our foliage, I've got these. I've cut lots of these. I don't really use them much. I don't know why. They are pretty. And they are push-ups as well. So these are boxwood. I had to think then. They're like pivot hedge type thing, what we get in the UK. The larger leafed one. I ordered a lot a few months back, and thought I'd get the ones in, store some in with the bigger leaves. And they could, be good for filler foliage also. So I've got 2 bunches of those out. I've also cut down, to try and save a bit of time, some, I've caught this in, some of our, oh my goodness, elm. This sun ain't doing me any favours. It's sending me wappy. But some elm leaves for that movement. So I've already cut those down. I think I've placed one in upside down. Anyway, then we've got some of this little fern. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use this. I haven't, prepared with this. I just brought these out and thought, well, if I want to incorporate them, then I will. Isn't it pretty? So we've got those. And then I have got different ferns in here because I may want to use different furs. So I've got the one like this rubber and thin texture, but then I've also got this one here where it's got several leaves on. So I may use those for the movement or just stick with the ones with the rubbery leaf on instead. So I've just placed them together so they don't fall all over. I have got out some dusky white, just seed heads. That one's got nothing on it, so I've got those out as well. I've pulled off a few because they are the full stems here, but I have pulled off a few, as you can see, and placed them on single picks, just so I may want to dot those around and make them go a little bit further. So I've also got in blue this. I've got 3 pieces. Isn't that pretty? Now, I don't know what it's called, guys. I've had this from last year at some point. It was a big bush and it's down to these last 3 pieces. So, and I don't know what it's called. I really don't. It looks a little bit like wheat when you get close up, but who knows? But we've got this in our blue. I've also just got out 2 of our delphiniums, just in the blue, where it's got the darker blue around the edging of the petals. And I think that's really pretty. And I want to place one at the top here, like so, and then one down at the bottom here. And the bow in the centre, so I've only want 2. I've also got out some cornflower, just a few bits, the little ones. I could have brought more out, but I want to snip these off of the stem so I can use them individually. And I thought 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 7 there, so I thought 7 would be, you know, more than enough. I've also got out, and now I did this before the video, I have had a agapanthus, and I've got those in the garden, but not this colour. And I have taken the petals off one by one and placed those on single picks, just so I can get it to go further and dot them around, maybe on the outside as well as the inside, just for that little tiny flower for a bit of blue. I've got out yellow calla lilies today, guys. I thought I did look at other things in yellow, like what are wispy, like the baby gerbras, the mini rose sprays that, you know, really got a lot of movement. But again, every time I pick my flowers, I go have them all in my hand, place them all together as I'm picking others out to see if they go along. And I just went like this and with these, and I thought, perfect, they are perfect. So I resented and gave in and had the calla lilies. I've also just got out 5 yellow with a bit of white on, or milky white, a stilby. So I've got 5 of those as well. I thought, let's add a little bit of white. We've not got, that's the only white really we've got in, but that will look really pretty inside the wreath as well. And for our main floral, I've got out a fresh stem of, I think it's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 9. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 head roses in yellow with a little bit of fern on and a bit of foliage, with the fern slightly milky white. And I thought they would look lovely again with the astilbe having milky white in. So we've got those, and I think they are a beautiful colour. So I thought, let's use them. So they're crying out for me to use them. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to bring the camera down as I usually do, so you can get a better view of it. I'm trying to place in order of what I'm going to put things on the wreath with the foliage. And that's, and I will place attach the bow along the way, not immediately. Right, so let me just bring the camera down. And let's bring it inwards. I hope you can get to see there. So let's start off with our elm leaf that I've chopped down in advance. So there's one piece I've left because I thought I'd probably cut a bit too much, so I didn't go any further. But I want them, with it being a 14-inch grapevine, I wanted the leaves, some of them to be slightly longer than others, you know, for the movement. So that is what we are going to do. So there's the hook. I'll turn it this way and work upside down. So I'll place one. I always like to place one under my hook, like so. And what I've done with that one, let's have a look Some I've cut singular as well. Oh my good gracious me, that's a smaller one. I've got single and I've got a double, and then I've got triple leaf. That's a triple. One moment, guys. Triple. So we'll attach these first, the ones in the triple leaf. So we'll bring this one on around here. So they're all sort of like, you've got that movement. I lift the stem upward to give it that fullness and that volume. Some of them will get slightly pushed down as you are placing in your other elements, but that's okay. And again, I've got it like that, so then I just the main central stem here, that's the one I lift up, and the others I let just sit down and go in the direction that they choose. Oops, a daisy. Like so, and then I've got a double one here. I'm going to bring that out here. Don't know what's happened to that leaf. Didn't look very good. So I'm going to bring this one coming from the center outwards. Just manipulate the stem just so it sticks out. Oh, covered in glue already. Oh my goodness. And the single ones that I've cut, and the reason I've cut those singular is to just dot around, maybe on the inside if I feel we need some, and the extra one like here just on the outer side to fill in that little gap area there. I may bring it just the odd one here, just slightly manipulate it and let it come inwards, give it that movement, that it's not just all on the outside. We'll do another one here. I'm going to bring one just up here. In fact, I'll bring that on. And then I'm going to bring one down there. Like so. So that is all our elm sitting around the side with lots of movement. And I'm going to want to add in now some fern. Now let's have a look which one. do I need? Oh my goodness, I'm all tangled up. Do I need these? They do move really well. I could add both really. Let's try these. These come on single stems in a pack. I like them both, so I may add a mixture. So I've cut a few down or pulled a few off. So let's use those first. And they're very similar shape to the elm. So they will blend in pretty well. I'm going to have one coming out from the side. Oops. Just like that. They are wired, so it makes it much easier to manipulate them in any direction. Just lift this up. Bring one here. Oh, I hope I've got some more left. Oh, there's one there. Right, let's add in a few of the others. These are very thin stems. As you can see, they come like that, and that is the actual stem of them. They are very thin. They come in a pack. So let's see. If you feel the stem's not catching, bend the stem over in half to just give it a little bit more thickness. See, that's just flopped because it's so thin. Yes, look, it's extremely thin. So what you would want to do is bend over the stem like that, like a U-bend, like so, and let's place that in. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but let's give it a go. There you go. So that's that one. Let's bend this one as well. I'm going to bring the one right up here also. We want to see lots of ferns in it. Some people, you know, just only put a few bits of fern in. Now I like to see fern. So on this occasion, instead of just putting a small amount of fern in, I'm going to really give it some welly and put quite a bit in to show you that, you know, doing an arrangement with fern really does make it look really pretty. And I'm bringing some on the bottom as well. As well as on the top. Just slightly bend it. Get the glue off, it's wrapped round me. Oh my goodness. Maybe one there. Let's hope that holds. Oh, and I may want to cut one right down short and just bring one there. Do I bring one here as well? Yeah. Right, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So I'll place all these back together. Oops, daisy. We'll put those there. Now, I won't be placing those on just yet, I don't think. Do I just add this in, guys? Because it's just the last one. Put one down. Let's use it. Like that, and just make it lots and lots of, as you can see, movement. And with the delphiniums, what I want to do is bring one up here and the other one down here, or should I say a bit more on top. I don't want it, so around like that. Will be something like that. I want to, do I add in? No, I'll add those in at a later stage. Now we've got these 3 pieces. I'll take the band off because I'm going to use them anyway. Yeah, we're going to place those there as well. I think something's telling me to put these in first. So I've pulled some of them off. They do come on paperback. So again, these are very thin. If you're going to separate them, the stems are thin. And I'm doing it like a zigzag, in, out, and then I'm going back in. And it's a different tone, so it's makes it look quite, you know, stands out with it being a lighter tone than the elm leaf. Oops, I've got two there. I'm going to bring one, I think here, just on the outer side. I think it's something's needed here. You can put as many as you wish in, so because I placed that there, I will bring one down here as well. So I'm not going to place any more of those in. They come on bushes like, or stems like that, paper-backed. 3. You get 7 leaves on one stem. So we'll place those there. Right, I'm going to pop in the delphiniums to start with, because I want those. I don't want them going round like that. Because they are long, I want them going up. So there's where my hook is here. So I want them to sit going up and out instead of up and around. So let's just cut that stem a little bit. I don't want it that long. Oops, it's gone on the floor. So again, just remember up and out. Like that. And then I do the same with this one. And then that one's going to go down and out. So we just turn it around. So then that one you have like that. So it becomes quite big, you know, quite long, the wreath. We're not going to be taking it around and following the shape of the wreath. What we are doing is going down, you know, long ways, and then at the top going up and out. I've obviously placed foliage here for our other florals. I want to add in the bow, which was going to go here. So let's get the bow added in. And I don't mind if that goes there. Again, it joins in with all the foliage and sinks in, because I like to see it like that. That's just my personal preference. I like to see it entwine with the foliage. So let's get the other, let's see if I can see it first. Yeah. There we have it, the other piece of wire. And thread that through the grapevine as well. There we have it. Turn it over and then twist. Again, I twist about an inch. Cut cut the excess off and then fold it back inside the wreath and push it in so it doesn't scratch on anybody's door. So then now we can just arrange the bow. Again, I'm going to thread some of it inside the leaves. I may cut the tail ends, I'm not sure yet, we'll see as we go along. So that's now our bow attached, and I've left these coming out at the side so they go here because I want to still see the delphinium. I could easily twist it and then bring these over instead. Like so. I think that one's the wrong one. It's supposed to be that way. So then you have that. So now we will work. I will place it this way at the moment, guys, with it being really quite long. Excuse me. Now, what shall I bring these here? Here, here, then here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me see if I can break this stem down a bit. It's really thick. I don't know if I can. I did it with the other one. Oh my goodness. Oh, my husband bought me a drink. Oh, it's still warm. Should be able to take it off. So persevere. There we have it. So let's take all of this, whatever it is on it. Oh, there we have it. We're right down to the, oh, wonderful. So what I'm going to do with these, where we see the delphinium, because I've got two longer and one smaller piece, I'm going to bring, I think, one there, one here, leaning upwards, and the smaller one around where the centre of the, around the bow, like so. So let's just cut. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Oh, if I cut it there instead. Oh, that'll better. So I'm going to place this one around here. Let's hope it stays there. Like that, if you can see it. What did I do with it? What was here? I was just, oh my gosh, where's the other one gone? And then the other one. Around here. And then the smaller one, oh gosh, let's get this off the main stem as well. It's cut right behind it. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, that was good. I don't know what it is, what's on it, the paper or tape or, but it is solid. But just persevere. Patience is key. Let's get all that off. Super. So then this smaller piece I'm going to place around here. I don't want it sticking out too much. I can get it in around the center of excuse me. So we have that effect. So you've got the two longer pieces here and then the smaller one here. So that's what we've done. Put those back. So let's grab our floral. And let's place in our roses. Now, as soon as I start to place these in, with them being a light colour, because it does look quite dark at the moment, this will bring it alive. So we'll just cut 3 to start with, and as you can see, this then accelerates that look and, you know, gives it that wonderful colour and really pleasing to the eye. I think it's beautiful. Now you've got the foliage on it, which is push-ups. I'm not going to bring the foliage down here. I'm bringing it up to get the most out of it, so it all blends in with the other foliage that's in here. One moment, I've got this little bit of some, there we go. So it blends in beautiful. So I'm going to be placing one here, one down there, and then one around here to start with. So let's cut and just placing that like that. Again, I'm sticking the flower up so then it does, you know, add that volume as well. And then we'll do the same just down here. I put a bit too much glue on that. Just wipe it off. So then we've got that also in, what's brought it alive as well, with its own little bit of foliage. And then the other one I'm going to bring here. So let's cut that. There's a piece of foliage that's come off. Is it on here? I can't see it. Right, we'll place that there. And then there we have just lift that one up as well so you can see that. Let's just have a look. Let's check if anything's come through the back. I can't see anything. What's that? Oh, one moment, I've got a little bit of something here. So there you have your, I may cut these guys. These yellow ones are a bit, they automatically just curl on their own, but we'll bear with it for now. So I'm just wondering whether to bring some out here. I think we needed another 2 roses. I don't think we need any more. And what I want to do, where we've now placed these 3 in, I want to bring another rose, but bring it on the outside in between these 2 and then in between these 2. Then you form in that triangle with the roses, and then here you'll form the triangle with the roses as well. So let's just get these, and I'll place them around where the delphinium is, but on the outer side. That's not this. No, it's not got nothing it's attaching to. It's a bit loosey-goosey, so let's reposition it. Let me just see where it can be placed. I think there. It's a bit tighter, yeah. So as you can see, I formed that triangle with our roses. And then I'll do the same at this end. Just make sure that's not water, that's okay. So I've done the same now with these and formed our triangle with those as well. So that's what it looks like. Doesn't that look, I don't know if you can see, doesn't that look pretty with the blue and yellow? Really pretty. So, oops, let me take that wood off. Let me just check if there's any other wood, because oh, there's one there. And there's one here. I don't want it catching. Let's just rub my fingers. Oh, there's one there. Let's just cut that bit of wood off. I tend to rub my fingers along the back, and if there's any sharp pieces of wood that I can feel would scratch a door, like that one, I do take them off. There's that there. So then that's better. So let's get rid of these bits of twigs. So that is that. Again, we've got things like these where we can dot around cornflower. And the reason I've got this cornflower because it's the same colour as the bow. I think I'm going to place 2 to start with of these at the ends. of our stilby. Bring something here, a bit of yellow here. Do the same on the bottom as well. Oh. Bring that. Give it a bit of a lift. Oh my goodness me. And then I'm going to do oh my gosh, I've just dropped it. Oh, I've dropped it again. Here where the blue delphinium is. Let me place that slightly here. It's slightly in the way. I'm going to place these like here and here. Because I want to, once the blue gets added in again, the blue will stand out also. But I'm just wanting to add in our yellows for that movement. And then I've got this one here. So I've got them there, and I'm going to bring this one on the outside. Let's have a look with so I've placed that one just there. May slightly lift the head. Like that. Now, these are going to go in next. Our cornflower. Oh, there's one what's been cut. So I'm going to bring those in here. I could have easily have added bigger peonies, what are also in blue. If I just show you they may look quite nice, but they are big-headed peonies. The blue ones. I do have smaller ones, but not in this sort of a colour. If you can see, in fact they look much better. So 1, 2, 3. I may use them instead. Let's try those guys. Okay, they do look pretty, and they do use quite a bit of space up. So then that's good. So then that covers some of your wreath. like so. And I'd place then that one there also. That one doesn't feel a bit too safe. It feels a bit loose. Let's pull it out. That one feels solid. So let's just reposition. Oh, that's better, I think. So then we have that. Oh, mind you, I don't know now. It's doing the same thing. I hope I haven't gone back in the same place. See, this is where I like you to see where if something's not working correctly or it's not staying where I'd like it to. Instead of cutting and editing. No, it's still not doing it. I'd like you to see how I rectify it. I won't let it defeat me though, guys. If that's the case, then you can place a piece of wire around the stem to hold it in. So that's another thing you can do. So I'm just taking the wire in my weaving needle, doing a U-bend, going through one area of the wreath, taking it and pulling it through the other side. Like so. Then take that off the needle and then take the other piece and then go over the stem of the peony, what keeps flopping over. And then go through the wreath again with your weaving needle. I can see where it's going to come from. I can't even see that. There we have it. And then you get the wire on the back. Let me just there's one shorter than the other, so let me, that's it, equal them out a little bit. And then just twist. And that'll hold it in place. And then place that inside your wreath. So there you have it. So that won't go anywhere. So let me just bring that. I'm going to cut these guys because the yellow one anyway. I have to think then. I'm going to cut them shorter. Oh my gosh, I can't do it upside. I'm rubbish at doing it upside down. think I may leave the blue and just have the yellow short. So let's carry on. So we've used the peonies. I've got two there. Don't think I really need one here. I don't want to make a circle, you know, make it look too uniformed. Could I put that one in the center here? So then I'll place it in between the bow. Anything like you have these cut off from your stems, save them, because you can use these as picks to use on other florals and things like that, and you can snip them off and use as picks. So always save something like that, guys. They come in very handy. Right, I'm going to place this one here. So I've got the triangle and it's going to go with the bow. So let's get that one. I just lift up that ribbon. I'm placing it just under the ribbon, but then I'm going to manipulate the flower to sit in, the center of the bow. I can see where it's going. There we have it. And then I'm going to bring some of the ribbon around the peony, so it then looks like I've placed it in the center of the bow. So then you have the triangle with your peonies. Let's just check. Oh, a piece of wood again. I got a bit of glue string. So that is with our blue peonies. So we're going to be adding in, we don't need those now, let's take that off, our lovely calla lilies. And we're going to bring the yellow movement around the outer side with the calla lilies. Let's use that one, what's left on the... So what we do with these, bring some yellow in this fern and the elm leaf. Give it some colour. Just thinking, what could I... Oh my gosh, I've just pulled all that off. Let's put it on a new pick. What I could place in what's maybe smaller in yellow, because the blue is quite dominant now. Let's place one here. It again. Terrible. I am absolutely terrible. Very heavy-handed. So we're going to bring again that here. And I would usually take the calla lilies at the bottom, right underneath. But because we've got a lot of blue, I want to bring the calla lilies a bit further up than being around the bottom and underneath. So I'm bringing them just slightly up so they are seen. What did I do with that one? That's on its own, so let's get that on here. I can. For some reason I can't. I want one more. Let's see if I can get it on with this one. Oh, lovely. And then we'll bring one just here. Excuse me. So that's what you see from here with your flowers. Let's place all those back on. I'm going to be adding place that there. I think this is where I want to add in some of this boxwood, the large leaf boxwood. So you get 7 on a stem. So let's use them. And again, you can bring these up to the top so you've got like a flower, so then that would cover more space of your grapevine. Or you can have them, if you're placing them around the sides, you can move your leaves up and down the stem. So I keep still hearing, I think it's that, or is it that? So I want to be bringing some on here. So I'm just going to use this area as placing some in. Oh, I pulled it back out. Oh my goodness, everything's going wrong. It's not. Something about this area of the wreath that's not working. I will make it work. There we have it. It wasn't going to defeat me. So I'm going to do that just around and this inner side, bring them up. One. Some wispy foliage. I'm just placing these in. It's very hard to see. Right. I think I may do like that. So let's just have a look. Yeah, so it's like that. I'm going to be bringing some of this in. I think I want something more yellow around here. So, excuse me. I was thinking of maybe something like a small wild flower. I want to stick within the colours of the roses, you know, the calla lilies are slightly a bit more vibrant, but they're not as, you know, they don't stand out too much. So I was considering maybe just adding in some peonies, ranunculus, sorry, let's get this right. Let's just pull one of them out. Yeah, there we go. There's our answer. And just look for something that's just slightly a little, like you've got a little cluster together. So the blue, I'm going to dot these around first. So we're going to just place them so they're just with the agapanthus flower. Bring some on top, some underneath, and around the sides. Oh, God. Bring, because there's only really more yellow around the edge and around the sides. So just add in that little bit of blue. You try to balance out the colour. So I'm just going to move it around. And again, and have them sticking up as well to give you know, that look of them being full, you know, growing outwards. So I'm sticking them up. And bring some more. Where did I place the last? Some more under here. I'm just lifting it up to place some in. Just bring some around the bottom first. And then we'll bring some up above. As well. How many have I got left? 4. We may as well use them all. We'll bring some maybe on the inside. Let's bring some on the inside. Cut them down a little. So then we've spread them all around the wreath. So on the sides, on the top, and then on the inside. I've got glue all over me, guys. I'm trying to get it off. So we've brought those on the inside as well. So that's all the agapanthus petals added in as well. I'm not going to add the cornflower. So I want to add in, because there's a lot of blue, I want to just bring some ranunculus in as well. So along amongst around this area. With the ribbon, the bow, the blue bow, it's quite, you know, against the green, it's quite dark. So to bring it alive, you know, add in something lighter. Don't know whether that's gone in or not. I can't really tell. But adding something lighter around the blue bow on the inside, because we've done it on the outer side. Excuse me. So let's do it on this side too, and again that will balance it all out lovely. No, oh, Marley's not allowed in here today. Go away, Marley. No, go away. He's been a naughty boy. No, you can't come in. I'm going to just bring this one, I think, around. I'll bring that one up. Is that a bit too much? Yeah, that one's a bit too much there. So let's just add in just a few around here as well, where the blue peonies are. Again, just to bring that little bit alive as well. So I think I'm not going to place in any more of the ranunculus. I'm just going to now add in our seeds just to finish it off. So I placed some seeds, and we're just going to bring some here because something's needed here, but I didn't want a big floral, so, or any more ranunculus, so we'll fill that with the seed. And just give something here so it's not just green. As much as I love green, we'll just add in these. I'll cut them. And then I'll sort of like bring one here as well. So again, they're not just all going to be on around here. We'll bring and incorporate it around the bow. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's off of the astilbe. And then I'll bring one in here as well. I'm just gonna, if I can, there we go, get that one there. And then we'll place this one around here. Like so. Right, so that, oh, I've got one more. Where can I place this one? Let's bring it here. There. So that is our project for today, guys. Finished, all in a beautiful blue and yellow from a request, with a simple bow and nothing too much, the correct word, I don't think, but then again I like to go big, so sorry if it's a bit too big, but it was a 14-inch one, and I don't know what it is now. It's got to be at least around about 28-inch, but that is our lovely yellow and blue wreath. I'm just cutting this, I've got something on it. which looks absolutely beautiful and would also look fabulous sat on anybody's door, garden, summer house, wherever you would like to place it. Looking beautiful. I'm just going to bring it up on the easel. I may need to hire it because it is quite long. So let's, I think, hire it a little bit. And May, I think that's in perfect scent. Is it or isn't it? I think it needs to be moved, the hook. So let me just move the hook. I can see. I think it may need to just go perhaps around this area. Because it's quite weighty, so they will tilt. Yeah, I think I need to bring it down. It's too high up. I'm just having a look, guys. I think I need just something. I'll bring the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I've done it again. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? Sorry, guys. Oh gosh, this, honestly, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. And I'm not usually doing it like that. As you can see at the bottom, can you see next to the delphinium at the bottom? There seems to be a bit of nothing there. So I just looked and thought I need to put something here. And it's the same at the top as well. If I show you the top near the delphinium, it seems to be slightly nothing there. So I need to place, let's just bring that up, something there, and it's going to have to be greenery. I don't want any, so I'm going to use the fern. Do I use, let's have a look. Even if it's just one or two pieces together, it's just to take that gap away. Or do I? I'm going to place in. It's just knowing which fern I should place in, or do I get a broader one? One moment. Let's use those. These are on the last of the bunch. So I'm going to use these broader ones. And let's just see what they may look like instead. Yeah, it's straight away. I'm going to put one of those in with them as well. Use the whole bunch up. And then I may place in one of the others also. So I'm going to be placing in those. So that's from the bunch that I've just collected. It was with this fern attached to the stem. And then I'm going to place one of those as well. And I'm going to use exactly the same at the bottom for the delphinium around the bottom as well. So I'm just basically filling up that space. I just need to see around where it is. It's around here for the big fern. So let me also do that at the bottom. So it's gonna have to be behind around the where the rose is. That there. And then place in this as well. Down. And then one of the brown pieces. Let's give it a bit of a contrast. Just add that in with it. You won't really see much of it. And then do the same at the bottom. It's needed. Going down here. Again, it doesn't have to be too much. I'm going to just stand back and I'm going to see if I need the odd little piece added in. I may need another piece of fern. So I could just use these two, the other type as well. Let me bend those over. And that needs to be going around here. And then the same with that up above. Let me just take that off. Right, I'm coming to have another look. That's better. I'll probably, when I analyse the video, sit there and think I could have at least put another one in. So let me just bring that video up in shot so it's you may be able to see it properly. So there's the top, as you can see, and the bottom now where the delphinium is. It's just a little bit of the fern, you know, and this one here as well that I've added in just to fill up or just to place it in so it doesn't look like it's completely nothing there. So let's bring the camera up now. Oh my goodness me. You won't be able to see it all, guys, because it is quite big. So if I just place that in there. So again, that is our lovely blue and yellow wreath. I don't really do many blue and yellow wreaths. I don't really get asked, you know, from customers. It's all right, I can feel something. To do a blue and yellow wreath. But I think, you know, I have done them before, but they do look beautiful. So if you want to do a blue and yellow wreath yourself, and you know, use your roses, you could either use blue roses or the yellow roses. And with the peonies, you could use, if you haven't got yellow peonies, you could use like an ivory colour, you know, where it's a creamy coloured peony instead. And then some ranunculus, you know, you can get that in blues as well, or, you know, like I've used it in yellows. Add a bit of seed, whether it be what, just plain white seed, that's fine. It doesn't have to be the dusky one that I use. And some astilbe as well, and some little calla lilies. If you've not got calla lilies, but you've got little yellow daisies, you know, for movement, add in your little daisies as well. Or you can do it the opposite and have like yellow delphiniums instead. But I wanted to add in the blue ones. And then obviously there's, you know, your fern. I've got 3 different types of fern. I've got the elm leaf. I've got this blue, what looks a bit like wheat, a cluster of wheat. I've got that in. And again, the calla lilies. And I've got the little agapanthus petals that I've incorporated in as well. So I think it looks wonderful, you know, really pretty. Then I've got the boxwood, the larger leafed one, and just add those in as well. If you've not got boxwood, you know, just use things like maybe salal or pothos, or, you know, anything like that, you know, for filler foliage. That will look also really pretty. And because it's quite large, it will cover a lot of gaps on the inside of your wreath also. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Sorry about the, as we say in Mansfield, faffing, where I'm having to pull off some of the stems to try and make it thinner and things like that. And yeah, you know, that sort of thing. But I hope you enjoyed it overall. And I hope that you know, you can see how wonderful it's become after all that faffing. So, you know, again, if you want a ribbon, add a ribbon. If you don't want a ribbon, then you don't need a ribbon. I like ribbons, you know, or should I say a bow? I keep calling them ribbons when I've made it. The difference is, somebody asked me why I call them ribbons and sometimes bows. It's just a mistake. Ribbons are ribbons when they are on the roll, on your reel. They become a bow when you make them into a bow. And sometimes it just goes over my head. This is now a bow. But then if you're talking singular about what ribbon you have used in your bow, that's the correct, then that's when I should say it. So anyway, have a wonderful day, guys. Enjoy the sunshine, again, especially if you're in the UK. If you've got a time when you're not sunbathing, you know, give it a go and have fun. Have really good fun with it. I'm off now because it's time in 4 minutes, and that's it. My shop shuts. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Please subscribe, share and like, you know, just so it gets my business recognised. I really would appreciate it. It would mean so much to me. And, you know, it does just, you know, help when people type in artificial flower arrangement or artificial wreath tutorials or anything like that. And then my name would, you know, hopefully come up like all the other fabulous floral designers out there. So have a great day. I won't see you tomorrow because I am exceptionally busy tomorrow. And I'll see you on Monday. Will it be? Yes, it will. It's all right. I've got something that's going to be happening on a Monday, which I won't be able to do a video, but I think that's the following week. Yes, I think it's the following week. So, again, I'll see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. God bless. I love you all. Keep your comments coming and have a grand day. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Right, now we can take the camera off the stand. Not before, even though when it fell over. I don't know why I've done that for the last 3 times. Right, there's the lovely, if my camera will go on to them. Oh, here we go. One moment, guys. There we are. So there's the delphiniums with the lighter blue in the centre and the dark on the tips of the petals. Our lovely ranunculus with the seeds in the centre. Our beautiful lemon roses. Our agapanthus flower, one of them out of the whole of the flower head. Our lovely little calla lily. Our elm leaf. Our fern. Another fern next to it. And then another fern, different fern here as well. And then that's the blue. Can you see how it looks a bit like wheat? So I think it must be that. Then you have your astilbe, your dusted seed heads, your your webbed yellow ribbon, and your blue crumpled taffeta ribbon there as well. And then obviously our boxwood in the bigger leaf. So I hope you had a wonderful time, guys, and I hope it's inspired you to give it a go in something blue and yellow as well. Have a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.